Yeah, that takes you underground where you can do the thing with Lisa. That elevator's not working, right? And it's not here that we put it down, right? It's got to be something here in the courtyard that I'm missing. I'm just double checking everything at this point. Don't get cranky, I want backseat though. Oh, don't you worry. Don't you worry. I'll tell you what, I only get annoyed at backseating if I know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm fucking doing. 10-year-old me knows what he's doing. But that was 18 years ago. So it's like... You know... Ah, yeah, baby, let's go. Yeah. Honestly, I agree to a certain extent. What I'm thinking is, like... What pissed me off more, and I know that this is, like, a bit of a pet peeve, but it's like... I don't know how to explain it. Resident Evil 6 pissed me off more with how, like... The puzzles weren't even puzzles, if that makes sense. Okay, that's there now. We love to see it. What I don't like is that I still haven't discarded this key. Yeah, and, like... Another thing I'll never forget is the frickin' 3 keys. The obsession that Resident Evil 6 had with 3 keys. It was always 3 keys, and it was always in the same area. Like, I replayed it on my Switch not that long ago, and I was sitting there like, who the fuck thought this was a good idea? Right. You're gonna stay right here for now, buddy. Come back for you. I mean, Resident Evil 5 had the same problem, but there was actually some interesting ones there, like... The... I don't know if you remember the one I mean, but in, the underground bit where you find the progenitor virus and there's, like, those lasers that you have to move around. 5 was Sheva? You are absolutely correct. She was the problem. See, one of the things I like, for the most part, right, if you leave Sheva to her own devices, if she's got ammo, if she's got resources, I don't find her too much of a problem, but the moment she doesn't, she's absolutely as useful as a paper condom and twice as thick. And it's like... Why are you doing this to me? Why? Right. Through the top. Yep. Like, I replayed it not that long ago just for nostalgia's sake. And I don't know if you remember that area where there's, like, all the water tanks and you have to, like, zip line to open some doors, and there's some of the chainsaw guys. And Sheva, for some reason, on my most recent playthrough, just kept launching herself at the chainsaw guys. Like, she just really wanted to get chainsawed. And I don't know why. From Texas Lab? Yes. That's brilliant. Oh, yeah. Wait a minute. Oh, yeah. Right. This room. Finally. There we go. So, honestly, some of the Resident Evil 5 mods are the funniest thing in the world. I just remembered what happens in this room. I don't know if I have enough firepower for this. Nerd-iving Westcott, yes. Right, well... Fuck it. We saved. Fuck 'em yeet. Fuck 'em yeet. Fuck you, yawn! I'm just gonna play Dead by Daylight. I'm just gonna play Dead by Daylight with it. I always found it hilarious that the snake is called... Yawn. Is it reflecting affect him? Ooh. Fair enough. I mean... I am a firm believer that there is nobody that Wesker wouldn't betray. Oh shit. Good jukes. You never betrayed Birkin? That is true. But Birkin was definitely special. Birkin is that character that was, you know... That can't be it. Yawn's not dead. Oh, no, okay. Well, apparently so. Thanks, PlayStation, for telling me, I guess. Do I have no ammo? I do. Okay, thank God. You are correct about that, though. Now I got the wolf medal. I like the attention to detail. You don't like first encounter is alive, not infected. Second fight, he died from wounds and got reanimated. Notice the scales. Oh shit! That's amazing. Never noticed that. That's actually pretty cool. Always sacrifice Richard. Always sacrifice Richard. Get your shotgun. There you go. there's a window to the walls. Yeah, that's just the way to go. Is that the theory? Hunk is John, aka Ada's rumored dead fiance. Since he's always beyond her and how Ada... Ooh, that's actually a good little theory. Which is even funnier if you put into perspective that the guy from Resident Evil 9 is Hunk. Because, you know, the way he acts with Leon's pretty funny. Maybe it's a bit of jealousy. That actually fits perfectly well. It's gotta be Hunk, though. Got a theory on Requiem? Nice. Honestly, the thing that gave it away was when I died to him and he does the little hand thing after he breaks your neck. Nikolai's dead, lifeless body for his... Ooh! That is a theory. I've been replaying it on my own just for the fun of it at the moment. Obviously, we'll get to Resident Evil 9 eventually on the channel, but, like... I'll keep an eye out for details. I have been enjoying the fun little bits. The green jacket, yeah. That I've discovered so far. What's in that room that I've not picked up? What's in that room? What is in that room? Probably ammo. To mod Remake 3 so bad, unfortunately don't think I'll be able to make it. Turn Nemesis into Johnny Bravo. I have seen some, like, diabolical mods of 3 before. Oh, I've read this. What the fuck is in here, then? Is it just you? It's just you, isn't it? Sit down. Oh, okay, it's a battery. Okay. Tom Cruise! Really? Son of a bitch. Son of a beach! One of the things this is probably going to be a bit of a hot take, right? I'm about to give a hot take on Resident Evil 3 Remake. I know. It's... I'm evil for it. But here's my hot take. Resident Evil 3 Remake, with all its faults and the things that it cut, which I find a bit strange. I don't understand why the worm's not there, the clock tower, other than just a reference. For all those problems... The interesting part of the original was that you go through, like, the back alleys to traverse Raccoon City and stuff like that, but the cool thing that RE3 Remake did that the original didn't is put you in the front and center of the outbreak. That's... Like, when I originally played the remake, I was going into it with the notion that it wasn't going to be great because of how everyone treated it. But there was something about it that was just different, and it was so cool. And I was just like, how do people not like this? Yes, that's true. Plus, this might be another hot take, I just like what they did with Carlos. He feels like a more, like, fleshed out character. He's just, like, the coolest. Plus, he doesn't say that one cringe line. Keanu Reeves? Yeah, I see that. That one cringe line where he's like, The ladies love Carlos. I forgot what he says exactly. If you know, you know. What am I missing? I need to go into the... You know what scares me? What? Go on. I'm gonna go get the medallions together. I know, right? One of my favourite things is, like, I replayed Remake of 3, like, a few weeks ago, just for fun. I never noticed that the voice of Nikolai in the remake was Neil Newborn, and I freaked out. I was like, wait a minute, I know that voice. Because when I played it the first time, I didn't even pay attention, because he does a surprisingly good Russian accent. Then I was like, wait a fucking minute, that's Astarion! That's goddamn Eisenberg! I mean, yeah. But then again, we can't really hound the the original's voice acting. Oh my god. Like, every time I hear the words, "Don't open that door," the first thing that pops into my head is Barry doing the, "Jill, don't open that door!" And obviously Jill Sandwich, but come on. There are some iconic lines in the Resident Evil, like, original voice acting. Get juked. Get juked. Still wish Nikolai was our Eisenberg in Village. I would have wanted it. Have Chris finding him. That would have been cool. As soon as Chris find out. Yeah. That would have been cool. But honestly, I just like the Four Lords. Something about it doesn't sit right to me that Heisenberg is literally just hyped up Magneto. But at the same time, I'm like, you know what? Fair enough. Yeah, let's not deal with that. No. I feel like they could have done something cooler with that, but, you know, what can you do? Don't think I picked up everything here, did I? Okay. I need to switch weapons. And that's fine. Alrighty then. Let's go back to the box. And then I'll finally get rid of all this fucking handgun ammo that I've been sitting on. Try to gather some shells and some, well, grenade shells. Right. We'll just go this way to make my life easier. The dogs aren't that hard to deal with, you just run past them. I do love me some Ari, though. I've been in love with it since I was a little boy. It's never gonna stop. Hey buddy, you're still stuck in there? Apparently so. Hey guys. Oh, wow. Wow. Okay. Bit cringe, IMO. That was cheeky, I will say, dog. That was cheeky. Cheeky AF. My god. I don't miss these cameras, bro. I do not miss these cameras. If anything, I'm just excited to see more of the story. I can't wait for us to get a Resident Evil 9 DLC. Whatever the hell they're gonna do with that, I want some answers. Anything would be nice. Like, we got a lot out of Resident Evil 9, but, like, you can't just give me a Wesker clone and expect me not to question where he came from. Like, what are we doing? John Marston Wesker? I assume that doesn't work. Yeah, I thought so. There will be a special way to use it, Jill. Don't know where, but there will. Good old Samurai Edge.